Hi, everybody. Oh, let's see. Can you see me? I hope you can see me. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Moving Forward with Audrey now. Today is March 19th, 2025. And tomorrow is the spring solstice, 0 degrees Aries. So what we do on this show, what am I? Okay. I'm changing all the time. So I could tell you what it looks like I am, and then I'm going to be a little different. I am experimenting with this whole thing with time, that it's all at the same time. Everything is at the same time and place. It's all here now. So doing that from the quantum realm and on a higher level, it's very different than sequential time. Very different. So let us begin. This is a healing podcast. My guides will not let me do politics on this podcast, so I'm not going to answer any questions on politics, although I will tell you what to look for and what to avoid in terms of choosing people. I'm taking the cork out of my water bottle. Hold on. Okay, perfect. So I do want to tell you first off that miracles are possible. I've been looking for certain information that I need, detailed stuff for Costa Rica and for the United States. And I just got off the phone speaking with an attorney who gave me the information I need. And now I have to follow through and make it happen, blah, 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 blah. He gave me the contacts. I have to do all the rest. But let me tell you, if you're on a path to get something done, stay with it. As long as you've got the passion and it's important for you, stay with it. So, did I say what I am? Psychic, healer, author, artist, growing person, mostly raw vegan, although my herbalist doctor said now I needed to eat eggs, so I am eating fried eggs. I am not eating fish or meat, which he suggested. I did not yet let me get myself to do that. The eggs I've managed, and because I don't kill anyone to eat an egg, and that's that. So let us begin with our breathing attunements. And if you know what the vagus nerve is, VAGUS, vagus nerve, it goes from the base of the brain, the base of the brain, down through your body, through your heart, down to your gut, and then up again. It's like a big circular thing. It is the longest nerve, I believe, in the body. And it's very important to be dealing with your vagus nerve if you want to be at all centered and calm. And is that important these days? Yes. Yes. Very much so. Or one can be thrown off by other people's chaotic whatnot and hoo-ha. Yesterday, at a certain point, I said, I'm not looking at anyone else's podcast on certain political things. I didn't want anyone to send me any posts, nothing. And if you want to look at some of that, let me get this out right now so you can have it. Then look at Revealing Light, Tarot, Astrology, Spirituality with Marianne. She's wonderful. Okay. And it's a democratic channel. She's not into totalitarian and any of that. And there's another psychic healer who her name is Susan Lynn, Spirit Navigator. She does politics. I will do it privately, but I'm not doing it on the podcast. My job here, my joy of being here, is to bring healing energy. They do too, but that's why I'm here. That's why this channel, this program exists. Moving Forward with Audrey now. I'm the Audrey, and that's it. So let us begin with, our affirmation. I am a brilliant, sparkling light. I am here. These are two of the free. You see this light? Can you see it? Does it come out? I don't even know if you can see it well. I don't have fabulous light where I am. This thing is brilliant. I am a brilliant light being. I am sparkling with light, effervescence, and energy. Say these, feel these, be these, allow these. If these gorgeous stones help you, and yes, I'm the artist, and yes, they're available, they would be sent to you from Costa Rica. And yes, you would pay the postage, not me. This is a small one. And I have tinier ones that are very inexpensive. The medium ones cost more, and I have a really large one that I cannot even lift. I had some men lift it for me, so I turned it so I could paint it because I can't lift it. And that one's gorgeous. They're all gorgeous. And why have any of these? Because with beauty, we shift our frequency and our vibration, and these are called frequency stones. And when we have beauty all around us, it opens up the beauty within us. It literally changes the patterns in your brain and in your heart, possibly in your guts. I don't know I'm not sure, but definitely in your brain. It changes the vibration in your environment. We are all connected. Everything is connected. Everything. And is it important to have a high vibration? Yes. Yes. So let us do a breathing attunement. And the way I'm going to explain this one, and I'll give you a visual that you can use. If that gets too complicated, just follow the breathing pattern. We're going to inhale to a count of 4, hold to a count of 6, and exhale to a count of 8. I will guide it. Okay, so you don't have to count it, but that's what we're doing. It's inhale to 4, hold to 6, exhale to 8. We'll do it about 4 times. And the way you can feel it, see it, imagine it, kind of programming it is you're inhaling into your heart, bringing the breath up through the vagus nerve. And if you don't know where it is, just use your intention. Your body will know. Up through your body to the base of the brain. And then you hold it as it's going down through your body, through the heart, to your gut, G-U-T. And that's where you gently and slowly exhale. And then as you inhale, you're bringing it up again and holding it. So it goes up through the heart. The heart has the biggest brain in the body, by the way, bigger than the brain in your head. And the brain in your heart actually regulates the brain in your head. And if you want to learn more about this, go to the Heart Math Institute, HMI, I believe it's .org, HMI, Heart Math Institute. I will give you lots of information so you can follow any of this. And if you want to know upfront, do I do readings? Yes, I do. And you'll know it's me because you'll see my face. If it isn't my face and it doesn't sound like me, it is not me. So don't listen. And I have just recently adjusted my fees. They're lower than they ever were before. I no longer have the person, he may come back, I don't know, that was working on my website. And if you know me at all, you know I'm not the techie lady. I'm this, okay? The techie stuff, I bring other people in because they can do it. Me? Nah. So I do what I can do and do the best I can. So now let's do the breathing, okay? Let me get comfortable. So sit comfortably, take your shoes off. If you're driving the car, don't do this. If you're in the kitchen or somewhere else and you're using a knife, don't do this. Wait till you're able to really do it. If you're watching a child or anyone else or somebody that needs attention, wait till you're able to actually focus on this. Because with this, you really benefit from really getting into it. This is not surface stuff. This is real stuff. And for people who actually want results in doing spiritual, metaphysical practices, you have to feel it. You have to be it. It's important to allow it and to let that happen. People ask me, it's like astounding, I'm going to say this. I am, as we do this 82 years on this earth, and people ask me, how do you have your energy? Well, I've been a raw vegan for a long time. I've been a vegetarian for over 50 years, and the food is delicious, people. I am good in the kitchen. I'm a Cancerian, and I am good at this stuff. I have a book called Vim Vigor Vitality Vegan, and this is part of the result. And I do the healing work on myself and with other healers. This doesn't happen by accident or just because. It's intentional. And it's by desire and choice. Is it always easy? No. Is it hard? It's harder not to. If we don't clear the emotional garbage that we've accumulated, you're stuck with it. Do I recommend that? No. The guides gave me the term genetic karmic patterning, which goes deeper than epigenetics, because it'll look at what I used to call past lives, but Bashar says they're all concurrent. So I'm not going to get into an argument on this. So whether they're all concurrent at the same time, at the same place with all different frequencies, which I kind of play with that energetically sometimes, which is a little dizzying. And that's so far for me. It's all an experiment, baby. Life is an experiment. So get the most from it you can. And just as an aside, before I start doing the breathing with you, do you have to get old as you go through the years? Well, my body has changed because I used to go to the gym. It was free in the United States because I had, what is it called? Silver sneakers. I don't have that in Costa Rica. I don't know if it exists, but I'm not yet a resident. Am I going after that? I am, actually. I am. It'll make my life here a lot simpler, and including on the bus, and including how often I have to go in and out of the country. And I am a United States citizen. Do I like everything that's happening there? No. But am I from that country? Yes. Born in Brooklyn, New York. Absolutely yes. And just so you know, after this Michigas gets solved, and it will, and it'll be because people, us, citizens, get up and take stands and keep raising your frequency, which is why I am doing this podcast, to help all of us elevate. Nobody is going to come and save you. I don't care what religion you're in. I don't care who you think is going to come flying, however they're going to do that. Wave the magic wand. It doesn't work like that. Yeshua was here to teach how to raise your frequency. He was a master teacher. Believe what you want. That's your business. That's how I see it. You don't like it, don't, okay? But see if you're getting the results of what you want. We don't need to be saved. We're not victims. We are powerful, amazing beings. And it's up to us to know that and live that. So now let us begin with the breathing. This is the vagal breathing. Okay. So sit comfortably, loosen your clothing. We're going to be breathing first into the heart and let your belly come. I can't. Let your belly come in and out. This isn't where you're going to hold your stomach in to see how little your waist is or any of that stuff. This is where you're going to allow yourself to breathe. And you don't just breathe in the top part of your body. You breathe with your whole body. It's like if you've ever seen a baby breathe, their little bellies go up and down. That's what you're going to do. You're going to allow the breath to come in. So inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And pause. Be silent. Bask in the stillness. Feel your being. And now we're going to go right into the lifting process that I learned from Patricia Hayes at her institute when I studied with her. So because I am a healer, I'm going to send you energy. And if you don't want it, just say you don't want it. But I recommend you take it. I'm an energy healer. It's a good deal. Okay. So breathe in white light to the linings of all your cells. Inhale and exhale. Breathe in golden light into the core, the nucleus of all your cells. Breathe in fuchsia light into your energy body, your Merkaba. And continue breathing at your own slow, gentle pace, and allow yourself to get higher and higher, lighter and lighter, freer and freer. You're getting higher and higher, lighter and lighter, freer and freer. Higher, lighter, freer, more open. You are protected. You are blessed. You are magnificent. You are healthy. You are well. You have what you need. Allow, open to, embrace. Feel this. You are well. You are well. You are well. You are safe. You are safe. You are protected. And now I shall stop speaking. Continue breathing. Feel the vibration. You may send this healing energy to any part of your body or being or life. And I will return. I'm going to be sitting here, but I will return speaking very shortly and bring you forward. And now, keeping your eyes closed, you may gently begin to wiggle your fingers and toes, slowly, easily, mindfully, gently, and lovingly. As you feel ready, you may move your hands on your wrists, your feet on your ankles. You may gently and softly begin to move your body. And when your head is upright on your neck, this is water. And your face is facing forward, and you feel ready, you may slowly begin to open your eyes. And notice how you feel. Notice how you feel. If you choose to, you could annotate this stuff in a notebook. You can do these breathing attunements every day. You don't need to have me in person, quote unquote, guiding you, but it's right here on the podcast. Just watch it again. Watch all of them again. Get into these practices as part of your daily way of being. When I'm not explaining stuff in between, it's not that much, quote unquote, chronological time, and you will feel better. When I used to have my menstrual cycle and I did this, the pain went away. That was astounding to me. The pain literally went away when I was in that uplifted vibration. When I wasn't, the pain went right back. Yuck. I did not care for it. So now we're going to have some wisdom teachings. Definitely have some water near you. A friend of mine suggested I teach about sexuality for younger people just getting started, because she said most of them don't know a lot of stuff. So I will cover, this is not a how-to. I have a course on sexuality. It's called Sexuality, Sensuality, Spirituality, Stupendous Sex, Your Intimacy, Healing, Exuberancy course. And that is Audrye Now, AudryeNow.com/morph. No, that's not the sex course. That's the Grow Yourself and Evolve course. This one is Audrye Now, AudryeNow.com/sex. And it'll help you heal from any number of experiences you may have had in this life or in, I would have said past lives, let me say concurrent things where you may have been doing other stuff or another aspect of your being. That's a whole conversation. And so I'll just allude to some of that stuff because we exist in many different ways, many. And allow yourself to evolve and grow. So here's some of the stuff. This is basic stuff that a lot of people don't know. Know the names of your body parts. Know what they do. Know what they're for. Whether you're female, male, non-binary, transgender, whatever you may be, there may be other categories that I don't know about. And in times to come, there may be more categories that don't yet even exist now. People can be doing stuff to themselves with CRISPR. I don't know. These possibilities exist. Pluto is now in Aquarius on the 31st, and today is the 19th. On the 31st of this month, ta-da, Neptune goes into Aries. Tomorrow, it's also 0 degrees Aries, so we're going to have a conjunction right there as we start the spring. Okay, tomorrow's the spring equinox, And then we have the eclipse, the solar eclipse on the 29th, which is at 9 degrees Aries. So if you have anything in Aries that's like from 7 degrees to 11 degrees, you shall be feeling it. And you'll be feeling it with other fire signs also at those degrees, not anywhere. Okay. And if you have it in the opposition, which would be Libra, you'll be feeling it in a different way. If you have it square, which would be Cancer, it may feel a little uncomfortable, but it's a growth experience. My Jupiter and Mercury are 8 Cancer. That squares the eclipse. So I'm glad I'm doing the communication now. Because I want to give you the best communication I can give you. And if I get upset and haven't been able to catch it and transform it and uplift it, my language can go to the street. And do I know those words? Yes, I do. Okay. Most of us do. Do I prefer that energy to come through me? No. Am I going to eat it and swallow it? Oh, heck no. So if I have to release it, I do the protective prayer and learn the protective prayer. It is on the lead, well, you don't call it a lead page. I'm going to call it the lead page of my website, Audrye Now, AudryeNow.com. And the protective prayer you do, if you're doing literally a release process, a healing process, or you have feelings about someone, which many of us have had, okay, and you don't want to keep it inside you, nor should you, by the way, yuck, nor do you want to really throw it at someone, because that's an attack. That's an energetic attack, and that is not the appropriate way. So you do the protective prayer, and you have to mean it. You don't just say it like, that's no, you have to really mean it. So the protective prayer goes like this. Anything I may say, no matter what it looks like, feels like, sounds like, or seems to be, is to be taken into the universe as light and love. And anything that might be higher than that, anyone I may mention in any way, shape, or form, through my mouth, through my mind, through anything, is to be, including myself, is to be protected in light and love. And anything that might be higher, any places, spaces, vibrations made available as the result of my doing this release process, healing process, or expression of vibration, is to be filled with light and love, or whatever might be higher. I do this for my highest good, the highest good of all concerned, the highest good of the universe, with free will and free choice for all concerned. And then let it out. Let it out. So let's get back to like with sex. Know the body parts. You don't just say down there or that thing he has. Know the names of the body parts, which I'm not going to get into right now. Get a dictionary if you don't know it. And depending on what language you're speaking, I'm speaking English. You might be speaking Spanish, and I don't know all these words in Spanish. You might be speaking French. You might be speaking Latvian. I don't know, whatever you're speaking. You might be speaking Fon, which they do in Benin. And allow yourself to know what they do, what their purpose is, how you interact with it appropriately, how to protect yourself if you're a female and you are capable of having children. Make sure you are using appropriate contraceptives, birth control. That's what it's for. And I am aware that there are certain governmental people that are making that, in some cases, more of a challenge to acquire, which I find extremely unfortunate. So do what you can do. Learn your reproductive, learn your cycle. There are books that will tell you your cycle. There's a mucus situation with women who I'm past that age now. I don't get my menses. That I finished that in my mid-50s. So, but I learned that cycle because when I wanted to get pregnant, I wanted to get pregnant fast. And when I didn't want to get pregnant, I did not. But I also used contraceptives. And when I wanted to get pregnant, I was blessed. For my first pregnancy, I got pregnant within a month. That baby ended up being miscarried, which was extremely challenging for me. And my second pregnancy ended up being my fabulous, amazing, wonderful daughter. And I got pregnant within 2 months. So this stuff works, and keep your body healthy. I had books on knowing the mucus. The vagina will secrete a certain kind of mucus, and depending where in your cycle that is, sometimes it's stickier, sometimes it's more like pulley, I don't know, whatever, it's more liquidy. Learn this stuff and learn it for your cycle. This is different than sperm. The actual stuff that the liquid, the stuff that comes naturally from the vagina is different than sperm. So learn this about your own body. Your body is sacred. So are you, whether you're male, you're female, you're trans, you're cisgender, you're whatever, okay? You are a sacred being. You are made of light and have charge of your own baby making. You are the one who decides. And please have babies only when you are ready to be a mom or a dad. And there might be other language now that I may not yet know. So if there is, whatever that might be, after my former spouse passed away, my daughter called me her mom dad because I was her mom dad. He passed away when she was 7. And so I was her mom dad for those since, okay? And I wasn't looking to be her father. He was her father, but I was the one that was alive. And I was the one doing whatever got done. And if it didn't get done, that was on me too, okay? So allow yourself to know this stuff. Don't be like, I've had clients go, oh, I got pregnant. And I said, they didn't know how they got pregnant. One of them said to me, whoops, I came up pregnant. I thought, what, were you walking along the street and then, whoa, my God, what happened? And so she had to realize she had had sex without any protection. She was not ready to be a mom. And this was not a regular client. This was like somebody I read, I don't know, on one of my TV shows back then. And she wanted me to assure her she'd be a good mother. Now, I don't lie to clients. I don't basically lie, period. But I definitely don't lie to clients. So I tuned in, because that's what I can do. And I gave her some pointers that would help steer her on the path to being a good mother. Plus which, my first book, and it is the biggest book, is called The Mother's Manual, a spiritual and practical guide to child rearing and motherhood. And yes, it's online. I have it as one big book, but it's online. Or about 22, because that's a master number, and I play with that, 22 smaller books. And there were 22 chapters in the book, because yes, I play with these numbers and I use them. So take responsibility for this. It isn't like, I'm not going to tell you at what age to start, but I would caution that my feeling is, and I know people start younger, I would recommend not starting before 15. Not as an adolescent. You are not emotionally ready to do this. And Sex is not just a physical situation, it is also an emotional situation. And when you really get into the deeper aspects and love making, which is different than just having sex, it is absolutely a spiritual situation. So know this kind of stuff. And don't let anyone try to force you or say, well, if you don't, so and so will. Well, then let so and so do it. That is manipulation. And someone who does that, no matter how cute or attractive or magnetic that person may be, and yes, I know about this stuff. I am a real woman, okay? Not worth it. Not worth it. That's control and manipulation. That's a no. And do many males and females do that? Yes, they do. They may copy patterns they've seen at home. If you want to heal from that, call me and get a session. I'm not doing any of that yet on this show. At some point when I have a real live viewership, maybe, because I can do that. But that would be a more detailed situation. I could tune in and see what I see. But you take responsibility for that aspect. So that's one thing I wanted to talk about. So, okay. And bless you. Let your sexuality be a gift unto you, not a burden. And no, it's not dirty. It's not evil. It's not bad. It can be used that way, but that's not what it is. It's a blessing and a gift. And with any blessing and gift, you also have to learn how to be responsible with it and for it. It's like we all have rights, and with rights come responsibilities. It is not chaos and just running roughshod. That's not how that stuff works. So, because the guides will not let me discuss politics, what I am allowed is to give you qualities to look for in anyone you might be voting for or following or wanting to know about. And if somebody is a liar, don't trust them. They are liars. They will lie to you with a straight face. That's what they do. If somebody has psychopathic tendencies, and there are some in politics and in other areas, some of the heads of big corporations, depending on whom, can be very psychopathic. How do you know a psychopath? When you a sociopath, sorry, when you see one, they don't care about anyone. They can be charming, they can fool you, they can be manipulative. That, yes. But who they care about is themselves. That is all they care about. They do not care about you. And they will lie. And they can be charming. And they can be loud. And some people think if you're loud and noisy, that some people mistake that for being literally powerful. No, that's not necessarily powerful at all. It can be if somebody really has productive passion. But if they are looking to browbeat you, that is not power. That is actually weakness. They are scared. They are terrified. So stop giving your power away to people who behave like that. I don't care who they are. They could be family members. They could be friends or so-called friends. Some people may have a little bit of that quality. Notice it in yourself. Notice that and be responsible for getting some healing for you. This doesn't mean you're bad. People, let go of this good and bad. Be aware that there are qualities and they can be used for beneficial purposes or for negative purposes. And allow yourself to grow and learn from everything and anything. Then it was not a waste. We all have opportunities to learn and grow. And are we all going to make perfect decisions all the time? No. You don't even know what a perfect decision might be for a circumstance. I mean, can you see through and beyond time? Can you see beyond and through all the dimensions and every aspect of your soul? I doubt it. So you do the best you can. As Bashar says, if you have passion and excitement about something, follow it. That might not be the thing you're going to do. That might be the thing that points you to what you're going to do, but at least as he put it, it gets you off your butt. He didn't use that language. I am using it. It gets you off your bottom to actually move. And for anyone, and I am saying this, and I am as aware of my language as I can be, who thinks that someone is going to come floating out of the clouds and save you. No, I'm not saying there aren't higher energies. There are. Remember, I've had a near-death experience, and I literally spoke with the shiny light beings. I cry when that is so beautiful. That is so amazing. That is so beyond language. And clearly I have language, especially English. There are higher vibrational beings. We are not the highest there are. We are still going through. And this is a time on the earth, not just, I'm right now in Costa Rica, not just in Costa Rica or in the United States or anywhere. This is a time for us to raise our frequency. This is a time of awakening. This is a time of becoming aware of what we may have done, or our parents, or our family line, or our genetic line, or any of that stuff. And if it doesn't work and it's not a high level, let it go. Can you? Yes. Does it take something? It can. Don't get stuck in ego games. Better, worse, hard. Let's see, I wrote a few words down. Let me find them. Words. Okay. Watch out for the effects of fear. Okay, I need to put on my... Ta-da. Watch out for the effects of fear, cowardice, greed, avarice, another word for greed, sociopathology, psychopathology, and also I am definitely working on this one. Judge not that you be not judged, because am I capable of judging certain behavior? Yes, I still am. Am I doing my best to be free of that? I am. I really do recognize and know that people who do what I consider to be horrible behavior have also had horrible behavior done unto them, and they have chosen not to heal. You choose to heal. Take the steps. Are they worth it? Yes. You have energy, you have health. If financial wealth is what you want, you can have that. If creating beauty, I love to create beauty. Did I show you this one? Which one did I show you? Did I show you this one? Look at this. And yes, you can buy these. These are from my Goddess Heart Gallery, Costa Rica. This is a smaller one. I have tinier ones. I have little ones. And I have one this big that I literally can't lift it. I have other people lift it for me, and it's covered. Oh my gosh, it's covered with crystals. It's stunning. Okay, does that cost some money? Yeah, it does. Is it worth it? Yes. It could be the centerpiece in your home, in your business, in your hotel, in your restaurant. It can be the centerpiece in a gallery. Your choice. I will paint more. But this, oh my gosh, I love these things. I talk to them. They're painted in this healer's house. I pray and bless them. I send them love. Everything is alive. Everything has consciousness. Everything. It may have a different level of consciousness than humans. That is true. And different humans have different levels of consciousness. I do not think we all come from the same background. I do not. I feel we can come from different ones, older souls, younger souls, any of that. And how we evolve is up to us, not the condition of our birth. That is simply how we got here. What we do with it, how we choose to evolve or not, is a personal choice, up to you. Okay, so those words, what else? Others? Okay, I can't read this one. I'm not sure what I wrote. Oh, the right use of power. If somebody thinks that power means control, that's an insecure person. Right away. If somebody thinks if you have more money than whomever and whatever, you're better. No, that's all ego. That doesn't mean you shouldn't have anything. Everybody, my personal opinion, ought to have at least some amount to live a life where you have food, where you have a place to live, and where you have some clothing to wear. And way and beyond, that could be up to the person. Some people can have enough for how many lifetimes and how many families and how many this and how many that. That's ego. It's control. It's to terrify others sometimes if it's used that way. If it's used to benefit the planet, if it's used to help clean up this planet, which needs it, you can get with a group of people and do cleanup. I am probably going to be joining with people here in Costa Rica, rich coast, and do some beach cleanup. Costa Rica is not all pura vida, by the way. It is not. And this is not an inexpensive place to live. It's actually expensive in Costa Rica. More so in the United States. Okay, but Costa Rica, not inexpensive. If you think it is, I'm telling you, no. And it helps if you speak Spanish. What else do I want to look at for you right now? Let's see. Oh, yes, this. Okay. So what I'm going to do now is pull some. Oh, let me see if some of the guides come through for channeling, because I never know. Let me see. I don't know who and if they are or not. Let me see. They're saying over and over and over and over, love yourself, love yourself, love yourself, love yourself, love yourself, love yourself, love yourself. I spell self, capital S, little SELF, and that stands for soul, essence, self, and ego, personality, self. It's kind of like a spectrum. Yes, love yourself. If you want to make changes, make them, but make them out of love, not out of self-anger or self-disgust. Don't reject yourself. I used to. Oh my God, how much I used to. No, don't. You benefit from loving yourself, and then yourself gets better. So now Let us pull a few cards. So this is for all of you and me. We are the collective. This is Rune, R-U-N-E. Rune, this is the Rune deck. The Rune deck that I have. So I'm going to shuffle it. This is what the little thing looks like. I have not memorized these cards. This is the Book of Rune cards. Ta-da! Let's see it. Okay, by Ralph Bloom, B-L-U-M, Bloom. So let me just shuffle and ask for the best cards for the collective at this point. That will help us all evolve and grow at this time, place, nexus. So the card, protection. So the card that I pulled, or cut the deck, and got protection number 10. So let's see what that stands for. Hold on. And yes, I am going to put on my glasses. When I have access to a library that has books in English, I get the larger print so I can read more easily. But I don't have that right now. So one does the best one can. You do the best you can with what you have and give thanks for that. Okay, protection. Sedge or rushes, the elk. Oh, I did this. I got this for myself. Algis, A-L-G-I-S. The dunes shift and shift forever. Feathered grass restless in the wind. Cool your emotions. Follow your path. That is your protection. Control of the issue of the emotions is at issue here. During times of transition, we are at a global time of transition. Definitely in the United States, definitely. And I will tell you, also Costa Rica. During times of transition, shifts in life course, and accelerated self-change, it is important not to collapse into your emotions, the highs as well as the lows. New opportunities and challenges are typical of this rune. And with them may come trespasses and unwanted influences. So be aware. Allow yourself to sense other people's intentions. And can you do it? Yes. Practice. Protection, this card, serves as a mirror for the spiritual warrior, the one whose battle is always with the self. This is who you grow and evolve. For me, it's me. For you, it's you. Can I help facilitate? Sure. But you are the one responsible for you. You. I am responsible for this one. The protection of the warrior is like the warning rustle of the sedge grass, or like the curved horns of the elk, for both serve to keep open space around you. Feels like a moat. Remain mindful that timely action and correct conduct are the only true protection. If you see people behaving differently than this, you don't want to deal with them if you can avoid it. If you are doing differently than this, correct yourself step by step, piece by piece. If you find yourself feeling pain, observe the pain and stay with it. Don't try to pull down the veil and escape from life by denying what is happening. Doesn't work. Does not work. You will progress knowing that is your protection. We have to go through whatever there is there to go through. If we created it, we have to deal with it. running away. And that is so not adult. And I am speaking to adults here. And all of us grow to be adult if we choose. It's not a question of what number you are. It's a question of a level of maturity. Okay, now let's do the medicine cards. Medicine cards. Medicine cards. This is by Jamie Sams and David Carson. Let me get the cards out. And no, I haven't memorized these either. The soul cards speak to me. So when I pull soul cards, okay, so what I'm asking, what is the best card that will do the most good for the collective at this time, whether they're watching this podcast now or will be watching it at another time in another frequency? What is the best card right now for this collective? Oh, Coyote, number 13. Coyote. All right, let me read Coyote. Hold on. Coyote. Trickster. Coyote, you devil, you tricked me once more. Must I sit and ponder what you did it for? Okay. There are thousands of myths and stories about Coyote, the great trickster. Many native cultures call Coyote the medicine dog. If you have pulled this card, which we did, I did, you can be sure that some kind of medicine is on its way, and it may or may not be to your liking. Whatever the medicine is, good or bad, you can be sure it will make you laugh, maybe even painfully. You can also be sure that Coyote will teach you a lesson about yourself. So listen, escucha. Coyote has many magical powers, but they do not always work in his favor. His own trickery fools him. He is the master trickster who tricks himself. No one is more astonished than Coyote at the outcome of his own tricks. He talks, no, he falls into his own trap, and yet he somehow manages to survive. He may be banged up, bruised for the moment or for the experience, but this is hard for me to read, I apologize. He might be banged up, bruised by the experience, but he soon goes on his way to to some greater error sometimes, forgetting to learn from his mistakes. Remember to learn from every experience you are in. He may have lost the battle, but he is never beaten. We're not beaten. Coyote is sacred. In the folly of his acts, we see our own foolishness. As Coyote moves from one disaster to the next, he refines the art of self-sabotage into sheer perfection. No one can blindly do themselves or others in with more grace and ease than this holy trickster. Coyote takes himself so seriously at times that he cannot see the obvious. For example, the steamroller that is about to run over him. This is why, when it hits him, he still can't believe it. Was that really a steamroller? I better go look, he says, and he is run over once more. Contained within trickster medicine is the humor of the ages. The cosmic joke is not just on ourselves, but on everyone else. If you are following Coyote or have strong Coyote medicine, we do right now, someone like this may be able to convince others that a skunk smells like roses, but that fact remains that it still is skunk. Do we know anyone like this in politics or in your family? Pay attention. Faites attention. Snooze time is over if you have pulled the coyote medicine card. Here it is. Watch out. Your glass house may crash to the ground at any moment. All your self mirrors may shatter. The divine trickster is dogging you, and you may trip. Coyote scratches under his arm. He does a crazy dance. He catches his tail on fire playing with matches. He jumps in the fish pond to save himself and nearly drowns. Coyote seduces a concrete statue. Coyote thinks he has found a bone, but it is a rattlesnake. Everyone watches the comedic scene. Coyote is you, me, booby traps, jet airplanes with toilets that don't work, blind dates, and all the humorous and whimsical things we encounter along life's way. Get ready for more of the laughs, lots more. Go immediately beneath the surface of your experiences. Ask yourself what you are really doing and why. Is coyote your medicine? Are you playing jokes on yourself? Are you trying to fool an adversary? Is someone tricking you? Do you want to give the office, quote, geek the phone number of the beautiful new person? Or do you want to pull a boner on your best friend? When was the last time you did something just because it was crazy and fun? On the other hand, you may not be conscious of your own pathway or foolishness. You may have conned yourself, your family, your friends, or even the public at large into believing that you know what you are doing. But listen, coyote, you are balled up in your own machinations. You have created a befuddling, bewildering, confounding trick. Do I see this happening in the world? Yes, very much so. Very much so, especially with a couple of people. Where am I? You have created a befuddling trick. Pick up the Pick up the juggler eyes from the ground and put them back in their sockets. See through the See through the genius of your acts of self-sabotage. Find it amusing and laugh, trickster, laugh. If you can't laugh at yourself and your crazy antics, you have lost the game. Coyote always comes calling when things get too serious. The medicine is in laughter and joking so that new viewpoints may be assumed. If you have coyote medicine, here it is. You may use it to make stuffy old fogies lighten up, or to add cheer to a party, or to break a death grip conversation with ease. Look at the positive side of sabotaging nosy questions about your personal life. Have fun telling some gossiper that you just returned from Saint Tropez in your new Learjet. On the other hand, be aware of people tricking, lying, fooling. Be aware. This is a warning. This is a warning. So pay attention to it. One of my friends was telling me, and she's a brilliant, brilliant, brilliant woman, that she discovered that a number of people that she knows and highly respects said they actually believe somebody who has been lying and deceitful and all of that they don't like as a person at all. They consider that person a vile person, but yet they think that person is going to help them. I have to tell you, self delusion, lying to the self. Am I astounded that happens? Yeah. So see, so I'm just starting to shuffle. And what did we get? This is a deck that's brand new for me. This is one of the soul decks. So this is the card that came out. Not that I picked it, it showed up. So it's like a gift card. So what does this say to me? That even if we feel like we're down or floating in the air, we have many, many, many possibilities. We can manifest with these. We can create magic. We can do amazing, amazing things. Bring up the magic in you, the positive magic. And how do you do that? Prayer, meditation, the work we did today, going after your greatest passion, following it. This is the Bashar. I gave you the formula last week. Watch last week's show so you can see it and allow yourself to grow. Really. Okay, so what card do we have? Okay, so this is the card that came up from the soul deck. So this is letting you know that there are many possibilities. There are many people, many viewpoints, several within one being. That way may look like a doorway that may seem to be for only one situation, may be for many. That things are not always as they seem, that they can have many other purposes. That allow yourself to go into, notice how peaceful they look. Allow yourself to have meditation and quietude and have soft colors to facilitate your growth. And because there's purple, I'm certainly going to suggest amethyst. And blue can be many different kinds of colors, including lapis lazuli and others. That's a quickie on this card. And then my other soul deck, that's soul deck number 2, that I'm just starting to play with. Soul deck number 1, I've been using for a long time. I love these decks. And it's by Deborah Koff Chapin. She is the artist. And kudos to her because these are gorgeous. And they are called soul decks. Okay, hold on while I get this out. And yes, I have them in silk. And I definitely would love to have a new piece of silk for this deck. Okay, so hold on. Let me shuffle. Okay. Okay. So this is also for the collective. What is the best card I can pull? So in that other card that I just put away, no, you have many different aspects of yourself. There's many different things you can be. There's many different yous you can be. This one is the gift that just came out. So love, 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 love. Unity, union, partnership, connection. This is a fabulous card. So allow that in your life. Allow that to be you if that's what you would like. Allow that. Okay, so let's see. I'm definitely allowing that. Okay, so let's see what card, what is good for the collective, what is good for the collective. This is another one that came out. Not my favorite card. Okay, this one showed up. This is somebody healing from something painful. Might have been horrific, but they are healing from it. They're coming out from it. So whatever painful situation you may have been in, that you may have thought was accidental or that you may have caused, let yourself heal. Take the steps. Don't run from it. Immerse yourself in it. Allow yourself to be helped and supported. The help and support is all around you and within you. Call on it. When you need help and support, call on it. Call on your guides, call on friends, call on family, call on spiritual healing. Okay, so now let us see what is best for the collective. And for that, it's a very peaceful card. This is a great teacher who is bringing peace and gentleness and wisdom to you. It could be you. Can you see it? There it is. And allow it. Allow yourself to grow in spirituality and light. It's in the crown chakra. It is in the second, third, fourth, fifth chakras. Allow this. The chakra areas are open. The light is there. Allow that to blossom and bless you. Allow yourself to grow and see how the light is all around. Allow yourself to evolve. Yes, you can have a teacher. And yes, you could learn on your own. Watch this show and others. I don't know if there's any show quite like this, but other shows that help you evolve. Watch us. And if you like our energy and you like what's there, do it. It doesn't work if you go, that might be a nice idea. It's important to actually do it and be it and allow it and give thanks for it. So I see we've been 1 hour and 11 minutes, 111. So we shall complete, and we will now complete with what I call the appreciations and gratitude. I appreciate all of you who are watching. I appreciate everybody who does healing work on themselves and with others. I appreciate and acknowledge and love and give gratitude for every human being and others that choose to grow and evolve, and for everyone that helps me. Oh my gosh, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Let me know if there's anything you'd like me to discuss next week, and I will see about doing it. I did the one on sex because a friend suggested I do that. So many blessings. Bye. Oh, and contact me, Audrye Now, AUDRYENOW.com. Blessings. Bye.